Welcome to Anime Sensei, guys, and today's topic promises to be mind-blowing. So, before we begin, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, and press that bell icon to stay updated of all the new content we're creating. And beware for the following spoilers. Ten. Planet With. This MC is weird. To explain, he isn't that complicated or anything, but just weird. He's the main character of the series, but due to his amnesia and memory loss, his glimpses of memories trick him to think that the heroes are actually the cause behind the destruction of his planet. And because of that, his actions at the beginning of the series are those of an antagonist rather than the protagonist. Nothing is the way it seems at first, and there's a lot of hidden content and agendas that characters hide their true intentions behind. The powers of the MC allow him to pilot a cat-looking Gundam with rippled eyes that has a pile driver that will knock anyone unlucky to face it so hard, it'll throw them into last year. 9. Under the Dog. The story takes place in the location of Neo-Tokyo in the year 2025. This is 5 years after a brutal attack on the Tokyo Olympics in 2020. Students that possess special abilities are forced to work under an elite anti-terror organization working under the United Nations. These fight against other ability users who might be a threat to the world. If these agents ever fail at completing their assignments, they're killed along with their families with bombs planted in their heads, Suicide Squad style. A Swedish girl by the name of Anthea Kallenberg is a member of this coveted covert ops unit, and she seeks to find out who she really is. Anthea is a badass assassin with some of the most overpowered ninja techniques that you'll see in the film. This story is a struggle against the cruelty of fate and humanity's nature of finding hope even in the bleakest of circumstances. 8. Kotora-san. Ever since she was a child, people around Haruka in schools and in normal life have found her creepy and somewhat scary. This is due to her ability of being able to read other people's minds. This ability drove everyone away from her, even her parents. Raised by her grandfather, she's grown accustomed to being treated poorly by others and has become a reserved person. However, when she transfers to a new school, everything begins to change. She meets Yoshihisa Manabe, who finds her power cool and tells her to ignore those who find her creepy. They become the closest of friends, and Yoshihisa promises to never leave her side, and thus begins Haruka's new experience of social belonging and self-discovery, as she begins to love her mind-reading powers through the love and affection she gets. Seven. Rail Wars. In this alternate world, Japan is still in control of the railway system and have let it to flourish over the years. That's why this MC aspires to become a railway employee, thanks to all the stability this job will offer him and give him a calm life. However, in order to do that, he has to complete the trainee program and pass. Seems easy, right? Well, one thing he didn't account for is the amounts of hijacks the trains are subjected to and the true danger that comes with such a job. 6. Shuffle. In a world where the demons, humans, and gods coexist together, the young MC living with his friend and roommate Kade has his life turned upside down when the goddess and demon clan rulers move into the house next to him after taking interest in him. This show starts off as generic as they come, with the usual accidents happening and conveniently falling on girls' titties or face first into their panties. However, almost halfway through the series, the MC and the girls with him to start to get deeper and gain some character development. What starts as a train wreck of an anime ends up being actually deep with emotions and tears mixed into the fray. 5. Ixion Saga DT. This anime is a highly entertaining fantasy action series that infuses comedy to make the plot more relatable and relaxed due to the fast pace of the action. It follows Kon Hokaze on his isekai journey to another world. In this 2012 anime, Kon Hokaze lands in a mysterious world known as Mira. He saves the embattled princess Ecarlate from her attackers, and soon he's deeply involved in the struggle for Alma. Alma is a mysterious energy that is all over Mira, and every faction wants to claim as much as they can. Can this boy win this war for Princess Ecarlate and also find a way back to his homeworld? 4. Hakenden. 8 Dogs of the East 2013. town set ablaze and flames engulfed the village of the MC and his two friends under the impression that a virus eradicated all life left in there. 3 survivors cling to life harder than a dog munching on a juicy piece of meat that won't let go. And in that moment, an individual shrouded in mystery with a sword in his hand appeared and saved them. And that sword was none other than Murasame, the cursed sword, and said to curse its wielder, driving him to an early grave. Why the fire started? Who are those free individuals? And why the church wants the sword so bad? Figure it all out in this series. 3. Capellion. The special unit Capellion is made up of 3 girls, and they're going into a heavily radiated area with no protection? Oh, okay, this makes more sense. They have incredible powers and abilities as well as immunity to the radiations. Their leader and their main character, Naruse, possesses super strength, with the second girl, Aoi, having an awakened state that she goes into transforming into her alter ego, Izanami, in which she displays her possession of psychic powers and capacities that her normal state can't consciously use or control, and after every awakening, she's left in a weakened, tired state. Then you have the last of the 3, with her incredible ocular prowess. She can spot anything or anyone miles away from her, making it impossible to ambush them or surprise them with an attack. She can literally see you coming miles away. Two, Akatsuki no Yona. We don't get to see many female protagonists in anime. However, Yona from Akatsuki no Yona is a princess with a capped overpowered magical abilities. She's the reincarnation of King Hiru, who was the red dragon god. Now, this might be a little bit of a stretch, but Yona, as the reincarnation, possessed 4 dragons that would help her in surviving. The legendary 4 dragons were trained to help the princess in her hour of need, and we got to see some badass action throughout the series. Yona is a little too kind-hearted at first, but it still doesn't change the fact that she had the power to summon all 4 most powerful dragons to help her. Talk about a twisted story. 1. Princess Connect Redive. Another action anime set in a game world. A man named Yuki falls from the sky, having no memory of his past life. Yuki gets acquainted with the elf named Kokoro, the battle-skilled Pecorin, and the magical girl Carol. Together, this group explores this strange world, taking on monsters, exploring the lands, and also trying to fix Yuki's missing memory. And with this, we conclude our video. If you enjoyed this list, I want you to smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon to keep you notified of all our new videos. Also, comment down below on the anime you liked the most on this list, and if you're planning to watch any of them. And if you have any suggestions, place them in the comments as well. Until next time, see ya!
If you got a problem to speak out, I'm a cowboy and let's be by. Prince time skate at the treetop. Berserk what I'm keeping on rewatch. Hunter, I freak out. When I'm in my room, you should keep out. I'm a ghost in the shell, put you through hell like gun grave. That's a story to tell if you